got a flu shot yesterday, so I'll be getting sick at any moment. I don't understand that. They give you something to make you feel well, and then you get a cold. Is that how it works? You can't get the flu because you always have a cold? That's like telling somebody, yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to get mugged. So then they mug you, take everything away. That way you can't get mugged. I was at the movie theater the other night. Figured I'd watch a movie, because that's what you do at a movie theater. And I swear, they've all run out of ideas. Hollywood is just out of ideas. So I'm sitting there watching the trailers. This trailer comes up, looks like a great movie. There's a ship on the water, and this aircraft carrier, and about a few yards out, they see this triangle-shaped thing sticking out of the water about 50 feet. So as they get closer to it, it makes some noises. It comes out of the water, and as the water dissipates, you see it's a spaceship, and then it starts shooting. So it looks really good until the title comes on the screen, Battleship. It's based on the board game. They're making a movie, I'm not making this up, out of Battleship. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall UFOs in the board game Battleship. I guess they had to make it exciting. I mean, it's either that or 2 hours of E12. You sunk my battleship. But seriously, they're all out of ideas. I mean, somebody's making a movie out of Monopoly. I'm not kidding. They're making a Monopoly movie. Real Steel with Hugh Jackman, clearly Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I mean, really, what's next? Why not do a movie on Operation? Surgeon Stevenson is in the courtroom again today. He's being sued once more by a family of a patient that he killed because he kept touching the sides. Clue would make a good movie. Could be a porno when you think about it. Miss Peacock did it in the library with a candlestick. Seriously, someone should do that. Way ahead of you. I figured. They could do a movie where this man keeps cheating on his wife, and she keeps catching him, but she keeps forgiving him, so he just keeps doing it. Every single time she catches him, he goes, "It's fun getting into trouble." It's all started with child's play when you think about it. Yeah, I grew up in the 80s. Now, I'm sure some of you did. Did anyone else have a My Buddy doll growing up? It looked identical. Maybe it was just me. I swear the dolls were identical. I saw the movie when I was like 10 years old. It scared the shit out of me. The thing is now in a garbage heap. Holy shit. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me. I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Fuck. So then I got to thinking, one toy I absolutely loved when I was a kid, well, it was a book, Where's Waldo? Why don't they do a Where's Waldo movie? Found out a few days ago, yeah, they're doing it. They're doing a family movie on Where's Waldo. I don't know why they don't do it more adult.
I hope it's in 3D.
You want to get up here and stand back? Yeah. But seriously, they should make it more adult. Make it a crime drama. You know, little Waldo as a kid, he's neglected by his parents every day. He tries to run away, and when they get close, all he hears is, "Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo?" Hears it for 20 years and just drives him insane. As an adult, he's running from the law. He's killed like a dozen people. He plays a game with the cops. Just as they're about to catch him, he runs into a crowd. And so, of course, they're constantly looking for him. Eventually, they realize that saying the words, "Where's Waldo?" drives him insane. So they catch him, they throw him in prison. Just when they figure it's over, they realize that it's his best friend, Wenda. But nobody else knows Where's Waldo? Okay. I think it's a great idea, personally. You know, he leaves a red and white handkerchief on all his victims. But no, they're doing that too. Is anyone else a slave to their cell phone like me? Yeah. BlackBerry went down a couple weeks ago. It just drove me nuts. It was like 3 days where I'm like, I can't text. I gotta use Facebook at home. What madness is this? Something exciting happens. Can't tell Twitter. What the So they finally came back on, and I guess they figured to make it up to all these people that were without service for 3 days, they gave away 3 free apps. 2 of them were games. One was Bejeweled, so great, something else to waste my time on. But there was this third program called Drive Safely. I thought it was great. You know, I use my hands to move, and so I can't always be picking up my phone if I'm going somewhere. What it does is, if you get a text, an email, a message on Facebook, anything, it reads it to you aloud. That was a great idea. Until I'm out one day and I get a message from Facebook, and all I hear is, email from Facebook. www.facebook.com/1345878abqdz/HTML. Just went on and on and on. Holy shit. I was arguing with my girlfriend that day, and just happened to be a crowd of people, and all of a sudden someone heard, "Fuck you!" Sometimes I keep my cell phone down here in this little pouch, and the voice went off, and the guy next to me looked at me. "Your balls are talking to me." Sorry, they're a little happy right now. My mother called me a douchebag the other day. Jokingly, I hope, but I don't know, she always comes up with things that she thinks are funny, but they were funny like 5 years ago. So she breaks them out and just to try to get a laugh. A little naive that way, a little bit. Remember a couple of years ago, she heard the word Hummer. She asked me what it was. "It's a big truck, go away." But yeah, she called me a douchebag. And then she goes into this story. It's the weirdest thing. Apparently her best friend was into douching back in the 70s. She tells me this. Yeah. And then she says, and I quote, "Apparently in the 70s, douching was all the rage." What? Douching was all the rage. Why would you use douching and rage in the same sentence? Is it an angry activity? I mean, I wouldn't know, but anybody? And then I got to thinking, in the past 40 years, what other kind of things were all the rage? And it's bad enough that I got into this image of some guy in a bar, and he's trying to pick up chicks, and he comes up to one of them near the end of the night, and, "Hey, baby, so you want to stick this, go back to my place?" But what else was all the rage? You know, I mean, I have this really bad image of the same guy 20 years later in a bar trying to pick up women, and he comes up to one and he figures, okay, I'm going to take her home, and he comes up to her and whispers in her ear, "Hey, baby, so you want to come back to my place and do some laxative?"